everyone. Welcome to today's reading on what steps can I take towards creating financial independence for myself. This is a beautiful reading, and every reading that I do, I personally look forward to it because those are some of the questions that are popping in my mind as well. So let's see, how can we achieve financial independence? And we'll take 3 charms from the bag. Actually, sorry about that. I feel I want to take the this is a new deck that I made using color therapy, and these are basically different colors. So I want to choose a color for each of the piles today. So yeah, let's do that. So because how we do this is basically whatever color pops out, if we can meditate on that, it helps balance that fragment of ourselves and brings it back to wholeness, whatever needs, whatever part of our body, the aura color, basically the chakra area or any of that, like whichever one needs our attention at the moment, we can do this color therapy and realign that part of ourselves, heal that part of ourselves. So yeah, and these are some very beautiful colors. Actually, there's an interesting story behind that. I got all of these. I went to CVS to get them printed. I had ordered them online, and they said for the first time their printer stopped working, and they printed the same order twice, but in like it was not complete, so they did not charge me for any of these printouts. So I have like around 200, not 200, like around 120 printouts, colors, and I made this beautiful deck out of it, and I'm so grateful that it was given to me for free, though it would not cost much, but it still felt nice. So thank you, universe, for that. So yeah, let's start. Let's see what color wants to come out for pile number 1. Yellow wants to come out for pile 1. Let's see what card wants to come out for pile number 2. Pink. Beautiful. And finally, let's see what card wants to come out for pile number 3. So we have 3 piles. I just want to confirm the third pile card if this is really what wants to come out. Okay, sorry for the long wait. So I recently got in touch with my chi, life force energy, and so I am replacing my pendulum with my hand. So it takes a little bit longer to ask, but yeah, it is the right card for you guys. So feel free to meditate, and whichever color draws your attention the most, feel free to pick that pile, and you're also welcome to choose more than one pile if you're feeling drawn to more colors. And you will find the timestamps for each of the 3 piles in the description box below. So see you guys there. Welcome, pile number 1. Those of you who chose this beautiful yellow color, let's take a look at what it says. So it says that the person is ruled by his feelings, and there is a need to grow emotional strength and free yourself from attachments. There may be some fear of the future, past or present, and to face this, we have to face this fear to do that. And also, as you can already see, yellow is the color of abundance and finances, like the pentacle color yellow, the coins. And so there is some fear that needs to be healed within you. Some emotional attachments. In regards to your emotional attachment, it may be to any of the people around you, or your emotions regarding your money. You may get very overwhelmed, or you may feel like you're suddenly overcome by a lot of emotions and you start feeling anxious. So there is a need to calm your emotions, face the fear that you are protected and you're safe, and the universe is guiding you every step of the way. And there is no way to go wrong. The only thing what happens is whatever needs to happen always happens, whether we are in tune with our intuition or not is what I feel. There may be some paths that may lead to different experiences, but they all ultimately end up at your destination, what you signed up for. And how much peace and happiness we experience along the way depends on how in tune we are with our intuition. How much we can see the situation from a higher perspective determines how peaceful and happy we can be. So don't worry about not reaching your destination. You are assured to reach your destination sooner or later. And the what will help you reach there in the best way possible is to trust the universe, trust yourself, project positive energy towards your future, and try to heal yourself. Try to tell yourself that you have more power than you think you have in your own about your reality. Your peace and happiness is independent of what happens in your external, because your peace and happiness is a state of mind. When you go within, you can feel happy and peaceful no matter the conditions. And this is something that I'm personally learning right now. So it is hard, but it is true. No matter how harsh your external environment can be, your peace and happiness, you have full power over that. And isn't that beautiful? And not only that, um, as you're manifesting this beautiful financial independence for yourself, there is some need to detach from the outcome, on a certain outcome that you're wishing for, and certain emotional attachments that may be making you feel heavy or doubt yourself. So yeah, a little bit about that. We will get into the charms, but before that, I want to, as I already named it earlier, the self-awareness deck. I would like to use the self-awareness deck to see what else wants to come out for pile 1. What are their steps to gaining the financial independence you guys want? Okay. What are the steps for pile 1 towards gaining their financial independence? these are two very beautiful cards. I can't wait to get to them. Let's see if any more cards want to come out for pile one. Okay. So we have a lot of yellow for sure. So what I want to say here is that wow, what was I going to say? It completely slipped. So I will say when it comes back to me. So pile one, how you can gain financial independence is by saying yes, by choosing to go for it and not allow your fears or doubts to come in the way of you taking steps towards that. Know that you can get it, you deserve it, and the universe is working with you on this. You have to meet the universe halfway in this. Um, Now, the thing that is coming for you here is that you may be getting fearful about the small details, the nitty-gritty of how exactly you are going to get there. Yes, I remember what I was going to say earlier. So, the very interesting thing about the healing or to achieving any manifestation or evolving is that it is a step by step process. Like, it works in baby steps, and it's like, you know how we play video games and you have to go from one level to the other. It's like that, and you cannot jump from level 1 to level 40 directly. You have to go through 1 2 3 4 and to 40. And so in this reading, on what steps you need to take towards your financial independence is the level that is being shown that is most going to help you out in the present. There may be other levels to it, but you don't need to be aware of all of that information because we live in the present, and what we need to know in the present is shown to us by the universe. And this is the universe telling you that you may be worrying about level 60 and 100, so on, as to what would you do when you reach level 100 or level 200. But the universe is saying that you are at level, I don't want to discourage you by giving you a smaller number, but let's say you are on level X, okay? And the universe is saying you don't need to worry about the future levels because this card of information says you do not need to be consciously aware of everything, neither do you need to be consciously aware of all the steps to be successful. What I think I will be yeah, so basically this is some um I wrote it for my own self, so I will reframe it for you. So what this means is, what it means is you make your own reality with your thoughts. You thinking that you will know when the time is right and you do not need to know everything at once is going to make your journey towards your manifestation way smoother, calmer, and um, uh, going with the flow is what is going to help you, and you do not need to know what's going to come later on. And this future card is saying too much energy spent in dreaming about future, connection to present is needed through conscious effort. Again, both of these cards are hinting towards the same thing, that you may be a little bit fearful because you're a little bit fearful, and it makes sense. This might, a lot may be at stake, or you might be, you know, making a very major shift in your life, and so you want to make a good structured plan towards that. And you may be wondering, I don't have all the answers, and You may not be feeling confident about how your future is going to look like, how it's going to all turn out, and what details you should know about it. So, the universe is saying that you do not need to worry too much about that. Only your intention in the present towards the future is all that is needed, and just you remaining in the flow of the present, like saying affirmations such as, what can I do in the present moment to manifest this in the future? Or how can I live my present to the fullest? Or um, what do I need to do in the present? Oh, I already said that earlier. So, like that. Not like, what all will I need in the future that I need to do now. Not, oh wow, that is super confusing. I hope I have not confused anybody, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, is the universe is guiding you to keep your focus on the present. It is important that you be happy in the present, that you, whatever you are doing for your future, you carry that out with the energy of happiness. You project happiness in whatever you do. And if you're worrying about the future, then you're manifesting from a place of lack, and what you will manifest will have that component of fear in it. And because we don't want that, we want the manifestation to be beautiful, completely fulfilling, and we don't want the old cycles to repeat in our future, right? And so it is important that whatever your current reality may be, shift your focus from that to what you want your future to look like. And the more you manifest with a place of love and not from the place of neediness, like, I need to run away from here, that is a place of lack. Or I need to get this new job, that is also a place of lack. And what that does is it keeps you stuck in the same cycle. How you are feeling right now about your present job, if you have experienced that, just think how you came into this job as well. Were you really needy to get this job that you want to so run away from now? So you know if we are needy, we attract something unhealthy for us, and it's important that we remain in a state of positivity and happiness in the present, so that we can manifest that in our future. And that will happen when we're not too worried about our future. We trust ourselves and the universe that whatever we need to know about the future will be made available to us at the right time, because universe will make you get the message one way or the other. You don't have to be very intuitive, like, not like clairvoyant or clair audient or any of that. Like, it's okay if you don't get direct messages from the universe. The universe will make you see the messages indirectly. All you need to do is be perceptive, and it's a step by step process. As well as you start to see these synchronicities and your strength, the bond that you share with universe strengthens. Your abilities to perceive these messages keeps on strengthening, and you start unlocking, as I said, level by level, your intuitive abilities more and more, and you can get to that state of hearing direct messages from spirit, even that stage. So yeah, everything happens in divine timing, and enjoyment is in the journey, not in the destination. Easier said than done, but it is true. And the truth is, all we need to be happy is really some peace of mind that we can always find, and hope that, and have faith, because faith will help you realize that you don't need to stress about your survival, your security. The universe is doing half of the job, and your job is to manifest from a place of happiness and have faith, right? So let's see what other charms want to come out for you, pile one. Like, not other, like, this is the first time taking charms. So let's see what charms want to come out for you, pile one. How can pile one achieve financial independence? What steps can pile one take? Okay, let me just check something real quick. Okay, Palwan. Sorry about that. I was just checking if I had the charms laid out correctly. So what this charm is about, um, this is about a connection, a soul level connection, which connects two people through their root chakra, through their heart chakra, and through the crown chakra. And so this is a very strong connection. And the first thought that came to my mind was your connection with Source, your connection with the universe. And when we realize we have this beautiful connection with the universe and that we are co creators of our reality, that knowing in itself brings so much peace and happiness within ourselves. And so, for you to achieve your financial stability, you working on your connection with Source, with your spirit guides, with your angels, is very important, because you will achieve unlimited abundance. You will attract unlimited abundance for yourself when you are your highest self, when you are your cosmic self, when you are in the flow of the universe. You're in total alignment with your even if you're not in total alignment, you are to some degree aligned to your soul purpose, because that is inherently meant to bring you unlimited abundance in all aspects of your life. So, working on your connection with the universe is what is going to attract everything that you ever dream of. And this charm was made with the idea that, how we are in relationships. This was the color therapy card was talking about your emotional attachment. So this is about having connections with people who put you, who are not, for whom you are not a priority, where there is an imbalance of give and take. So this green person puts his work second and the yellow person third, and not even third, it can be three or more. So it's like choosing balanced relationships for yourself. Now this um, is something that our current society needs to work on, because we have relationships where we do things out of obligation, out of guilt, out of responsibility, and not because of love, not because it is a healthy balanced connection. And that is something that needs to change if we are to attract this abundance, because when we are in imbalanced relationships, we are draining away our life force and energy. And um, when that is happening, your manifestation power is not at its full potential. Your energy is getting dissipated, and we want to attract with our full power, full force. And that does not mean that not being involved in any relationship at all. That is not something that is what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting choosing relationships where there is a balance of give and take, where both people are nurturing the relationship with love and not fear. So often we get to see how people manipulate emotionally and mentally and abuse mentally to get things done. Like, how bosses can emotionally, mentally manipulate and make you fearful that you will lose your job, or relationships where people manipulate that they will leave you, or some family member that manipulates that it is your duty to do things for them, all of that is manipulation, shame, and guilt. These are low vibrations and they drain away your energy and life force. And to be able to come into this state of unlimited abundance, financial independence, and this wholeness, you have to get your power back. You have to detach yourself from relationships that take away your power and energy and drain you and put you in and give you stress and anxiety. This charm, sorry, of the sand timer is talking about divine timing, taking steps one level at a time, and trusting that the universe will bring you your manifestation um, in the perfect time so that you can enjoy your manifestation to the fullest. Um, in one of my other videos, I gave this example of, if you were given a present on a birthday party where you had a fight with your friend, your mind will be distracted on your fight and not be able to enjoy the presents that you receive. So the universe makes sure that when you get your present, you are able to enjoy it fully. So that happens by keeping your mind space and your heart space clear, detached, healthily attached. Sorry, um, attached, not in an unhealthy way. Like setting healthy boundaries for yourself and uh, not like having no boundaries or not having like very strong barriers, but in between the two, choosing people who lift you up, who light you up, and who don't instill the feeling of lack of fear in you. It's very important to become aware of that and detach yourself from the wrong type of people in your environment. It's like personally, I have seen that I um, tend to, when I first meet people, I tend to romanticize a lot. And this does not have to be a romantic connection, it can be any connection. I put them straight away on a pedestal, think the best of them, and like put a lot of false layers on it so that it becomes so that my mind can interpret it as good for me, and that prevents me and blocks me from seeing the real truth. That it prevents me from seeing how people are emotionally, mentally manipulating me in those connections, and how it's harming me in by staying in those relationships. So it's very important that we don't romanticize anything, and we ask the universe to always show us the truth, the higher perspective of things, so that we don't attract the wrong type of things for ourselves. And this is talking about financial independence. This shirt with the collar is also like talking about like the office vibe. It's giving like the financial independence that you're going to achieve very soon, and this is like you wearing this medal and other people just being in awe of how you did everything that you did. Because to be able to reach to that state, we have to release a lot of unhealthy um, patterns that are programmed within us subconsciously, and that's nothing to feel bad or happy about. We are, as a collective, at the same place, same unhealthy patterns more or less, and we incarnate choosing to experience those patterns. And it's um, not that that experience, it you can blame the experience for making you suffer. It was the headspace, the thought patterns that you personally had chosen to think at that time. But you can obviously know, once you are on a spiritual path, that you can reprogram yourself, and your happiness is something that is independent of what's happening on the outside. So but this is definitely talking about you wearing a medal and other people applauding, your prowess. Wow, nice word I used today. So this is talking about financial independence, and um when I'm seeing this charm, it's like reminding me of, you being very busy very soon, like, always being everybody like wanting to wanting your time, your attention, your um, help, guidance, support, because they see how you have grown and achieved all that, and come out of such a dark place, and everybody is going to be very interested in what you have to say. Other people are going to listen to what you have to say, because they are going to be so appreciative and grateful for your presence in their lives, for your words of wisdom, because they are life transforming. They are like, you shift their consciousness as you speak, and so that's why like people are going to want to listen to whatever you have to say. And this is talking about you changing cycles, moving away from everything um, that makes you feel heavy and low, like this charm. People who don't respect you, your time and energy, who take you for granted, or who um, basically you realizing your own self-worth, and then you attracting an environment where whatever you have, wisdom you have acquired, and um, where people are able to appreciate what you have to offer, because what you have to offer is something very, very beautiful and divine. If you're at this stage of your soul journey, you are a very evolved soul, and um, we need um, this wisdom. We need to spread this conscious awareness at this time in our planet, because we are all evolving collectively, and we want to reach to this state of, one single self, where we are not divided as individuals, but we come together as a cosmic self. And because we are moving towards that, and you have gone through so much already on your journey, and you have achieved so much for yourself, people who don't see what you have to offer is because of their own mind limitations, is because they are suffering, they are so blocked in themselves, they are so um, it's not their time to work out, or appreciate, be able to appreciate what you have gone through. They will realize that sometime down the line, in another lifetime or this lifetime. It's not your business, but definitely, it doesn't speak of your self-worth when other people are not able to acknowledge or appreciate that. And you realizing your own self-worth, and you realizing what you have to offer, is all that you need. And you can, once you know what you have to, what your worth is, you will attract people who will be more appreciative of you, and not like people who put you down and disrespect you. So that was a very beautiful reading, pile number one. And these are some of the steps and some of the information that you need right now, on how to achieve financial independence. And I hope you found it helpful and enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys later. Welcome, pile number two. Sorry about that. So, those of you who chose this beautiful pink color card, this is the hot pink shade, which stands for, individualism, feminism. Pink is the color of the feminine energy. It's the color of individuality, creation, joy, um, standing up for what you believe. Um, not seeking validation from anybody. being your own source of validation, um, choosing to focus on the love in every situation. So, before I started recording your reading, I was working through um, something that really hurt me in the past. And I'd love to share that with vague details. So, this incident happened where somebody made me feel very small, and for the longest time, I was so low on self worth that I did not even feel angry at them. I felt like they're right. I am not good enough, and what I thought what they were saying was true, um, and that's why I never even felt angry towards them until recently. Um, After I healed quite a lot and understood what all of us really are, that all of us really are worthy, and we are co-creators of our reality. And the person who made me feel low was part of my own rejection, a part of myself that was rejecting my true essence, who it was my ego self trying to inhibit my feminine side, my intuitive side, um, that he was mirroring back to me. Um, because I was also at the time, I was also very driven by ego, thought that this is how things should be, this is the right way, this is the wrong way, and only this is the way to go about something. And that's why at that time I did not even feel angry. But as I worked through my own self worth and self healing, I started to become angry at somebody who would reject. Somebody like that, make somebody feel so low, make somebody feel so disrespected and unwanted. And that's why I became really angry, because I realized that he was acting out of an illusion, and I did not deserve to be treated that way, which I earlier thought that I did. And now that I was feeling angry at that person, I realized that I'm also rejecting him, um, because I now feel that I deserve better. I don't deserve to be treated like that, and so I think I am trying to exclude that part of myself completely by trying to be angry at him in a way. So what I realized was that, how we get hurt, everybody, every single one of us has felt mistreated and attacked, and somebody acted on an illusion to make us feel that we are not important, that we are not good enough. And every single one of us has experienced that. And what our first compulsive reaction is to see how karma is going to get back at them, and how they are going to suffer for how they treated us and all of that. The thing is, when we realize that who we are, when we realize the meaning of self is not just our individual self, and that the other person who behaved and mistreated us is also part of the self, and it's just playing out the way it is to create a beautiful balance. And because everybody tends to focus so much on how the other person is going to suffer, we have created so much suffering in our lives on planet Earth, because we always focus on how the other person is going to suffer and how they mistreated us. And so, what is happening is that the individual cosmic, that because of our individual identity that we hold, our cosmic self is suffering. All of us are suffering in some way or the other because we have been treated like that, and consciously, subconsciously, we have made somebody else feel that way as well, because that pattern exists in every single one of us. So understanding that we have also done that, where we might not even be aware of it, but we have also done that. And um, we have to start choosing love over suffering for other people, for us to finally merge as a loving higher cosmic self, as a whole higher self being. And with this age of Aquarius, we are moving into that. And as we start to choose to focus on the love, on choosing love for our cosmic self, and yes, it was not okay how somebody else treats us, and makes us feel and low, but knowing that we have also might have done that to somebody else, unaware, because like without even being aware of it. And the other thing is that knowing that that is what they were acting on was an illusion, and you know the truth, and so you don't need to seek validation from other people as to your own self-worth. You know your truth, and by focusing more and more on that, you will attract people who will appreciate and respect you for who you are. But for the time being, those people who did not, instead of choosing to wish suffering for them, let's choose love, so that we can come together as a whole self in love and end the cycle of suffering on our planet. And because we attract what we think, if we choose love, that's what we are going to attract. And that is something that I was feeling guided to share. And it also feels light on my own um, incident that happened by sharing it with all of you. And so I hope that it helped you in some way. And if not, just take it as a story. It was not funny, but yeah, let's move on. Okay, so let's see what other cards want to come out for pile 2. How can pile 2 manifest financial independence? What steps can pile 2 take in the present? Okay, sorry about the long pause. I was asking something. The same card came out for pile 2 that came out for pile 1. That happens with me a lot. I feel the energies, the residue of the energy remains, which often follows in pile 2 as well. Let's clear the energy again. Pile 2. What cards want to come out for pile 2? How can pile 2 achieve financial independence? Wow, again, this was a card for pile 1. What is happening? So, Yeah, this card came out for you, which I think is the right energy. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what else came out. Okay, pile number 2. This is very much related and in continuation with the story I told you guys about. So you might also be experiencing something similar and struggling a little bit on how to forgive and how to find peace in the situation. And all the cards that have come out, they are talking about the love in the situation. Karmic lesson 6 talks about overcoming issues with responsibility towards others and learning to show true emotion and nurturing relationships. So, this is saying that as you forgive and as you focus on the love and light and on your divine self, um, you have balanced out this karmic cycle. So there are like 9 karmic lessons in numerology. They are categorized as 9 lessons, and this one talks about responsibility towards others. It talks about illusions in relationships that cause this um, blockage, and learning the truth about the situation, understanding the truth of the situation, your own truth, and realizing how others operate on illusions and not taking it personally, um, is how you are going to, is the current step for you to take towards your financial independence. It might seem like, how is this going to help me in my financial independence? So everything adds up to it. So ultimate financial independence and unlimited abundance for yourself comes when you are in the flow of your higher self, in the flow of the universe and being your true self. When you are your true self, when you do things through inspiration by following your heart, your abundance follows. And when we force ourselves to do things and make ourselves unhappy, that's when we struggle with our finances and abundance, because we are not being our true self and we are trying to follow the ego that tells us that do it like this, do not do this. So all of that. So as you learn to be your true self, you are automatically attracting financial independence and unlimited financial abundance for yourself as you forgive, because these energies of anger and resentment, they are like blocks in us attracting this unlimited abundance for ourselves. And as you release these past hurts and wounds, you bring you manifest this more easily. And I saw 1414 on the clock, and if 14 is significant to you guys in any way, that was a confirmation from the universe. And this is again talking about focusing on love and light towards your inner self over external, as they are a mere reflection. So this ties into what I was saying earlier about when somebody else tried to diminish my self-worth. Uh, it's very easy to fall into thinking that they did us wrong and blame them, but the truth is that we were also doing that to ourselves through our mental dialogue, through the way we are, through the way we be, human beings. It's if our mental dialogue towards ourselves is like that, then others are going to reflect that back to us. For example, if you feel guilty about doing things that make you happy, for example, if you are a student and you are and you have to finish some exam work, but you feel guilty for doing a quick painting because you think it will waste your time, then that is an example of your masculine diminishing your intuitive feminine side. And other people in your external will reflect that to you. People will tell you that, people will make you feel more guilty by reflecting that, yeah, why were you not doing your work and all of that. So it's just to show you that you are treating yourself like that. That's how the universe communicates to us. The universe tries to make it very evident to us how we are, because the universe wants us to attain this balanced state, peaceful, happy state, where which is our true natural state, of equilibrium. And whenever there is an imbalance, the universe tries to, you know how the pendulum is, like, I don't have it today with me, but if you pull the pendulum on this side and it keeps oscillating till the time it finally reaches its balanced neutral state, and that push that the pendulum feels from the two sides is like the universe pushing it towards balance. That's how the universe works. So if there is an imbalance within you, that is going to be reflected on your external. The universe is going to push the two sides of the pendulum so that you can come back to your natural peaceful state. And um so yes, just remembering that, um don't blame the universe for pushing the pendulum, because equilibrium is the natural state of being. And it's how it is. And so they were a mere reflection of how you were behaving and treating yourself, and that might as well be a pattern that you picked up in your childhood. That is what was taught to you, but we have a choice to change that in this very moment we become aware of it. And we might feel this anger towards people for giving us all of that, but again, focusing on love and light, we grow through these experiences. If you're always in a comfort zone, there's no growing and evolving, and we'll miss the whole point of life. And that's how it is. It is meant to be enjoyed. If we can look at it through all the sides, we will find a way. We will find so many things on how we can appreciate the process and be grateful for all the beautiful journeys we had. And obviously, it's tough when you're not in the equilibrium state to appreciate it, but it will definitely, you will be able to appreciate it later when you are in a balanced state. And the thing is, people are not able to get to this in one lifetime. This push, this imbalance often lasts several lifetimes, and so they lose the picture, the bigger picture of what is happening, and create their own stories about what is happening, why is happening, blame, and all of that. But that's not true. The truth is very simple. Okay. Yeah, and so this is talking about, when you feel like blaming somebody else, try, instead of focusing on sending love to that part of yourself, tell yourself that I love that part of myself, and I will not treat myself like that, because every part of myself is equally significant and beautiful and deserves appreciation and acceptance, right? And then this divine self card is saying this person is coming as their divine self and offering unconditional love to you in the physical. So, whoever this person was for you, their divine self is present with me right now to send you lots of love and comfort, that they did not mean to say any of that hurtful things that you might have felt, and they are sending unconditional love to you right now. And the decision balanced is also saying, setting healthy boundaries to understand that you don't need to seek validation from other people who are operating from a state of illusion. You need to be so confident and loving and trusting of your own values and beliefs and your own self-worth that you're unaffected by the external. Now, let's get some charms for you guys. Pile 2. How can Pile 2 achieve financial independence? What steps can Pile 2 take to achieve financial independence? That is crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy because before I started doing your reading, I took out some charms for my own self, and I got these charms. Same charms except the plain and the lettuce, which are extra. But I got all of these charms, and it's very similar. And so it's very similar to what I took out. That's what is so amazing about the subtle energy, the biofuel that surrounds us. Like our body has memory, and um, we are we are so magical. We don't even realize it, and that's beautiful that this confirmation comes out. Everything ties in so beautifully. So this is all about being your natural true self. This is, again, though this is a sound timer, this is to me talking about equilibrium and balance, because you see there's an imbalance here and there's this beautiful merging of the two here. That's how I'm seeing it, at least. And this is a charm of waterfall. It might not look like it. But that's what I tried to make. The waterfall charm, which is saying, flowing with the universe, flowing in the divine self, being peaceful and happy and healthy. And this lettuce charm is talking about your personal health and fitness, um, choosing the right um, situations and environment for yourself, um, where you can grow in a healthy way. Choosing, we often are so led by our ego that we find ourselves in toxic environments and situations where people depreciate our health. And with this waterfall and lettuce charm coming out, it feels to me like this very feminine energy, the mother earth nature vibe going on with pink and waterfall and lettuce. And this is talking about choosing to plant yourself in a healthy environment, a nourishing environment, not choosing toxic environments and relationships for yourself that deplete you. Instead, choosing to flow with the universe and enjoying the beautiful abundance that the universe offers. Um, Also, steps to take towards your financial independence is, like, this can be related to cooking. If you have like a side hobby that relates to cooking or nutrition, like being a nutritionist, or it can relate to your own physical health, choosing healthy meals for yourself and nourishing your body, because it's a temple for your soul. And this natural landscape sort of a vibe is telling me, choosing the ingredients from, maybe organic ingredients, or, pesticide free, or um, making, like, if possible, ensuring that they are fresh and healthy, whatever you are consuming, so that it captures this natural, refreshing vibe. Um, because we are what we eat. We are nutrients at the very base, ions, molecules, and all these we get from the food we eat, and the food quality will determine how we are feeling. It all translates like that, and it's just so beautiful, honestly. And this is a stethoscope. So this can be, again, financial independence. You might be a doctor, you might be a healer, of any form. Like, again, you might be spiritual healer, you might be a Reiki master, or you might practice like yoga or Qigong. I don't know how to pronounce that. Or, life force energy, practitioner of subtle energy. You might be a psychic, though I did not get a charm which exactly confirms that. But this is all talking about very healing and being very close to nature sort of vibe. It can be cooking, it can be healing, it can be so many things. And this aeroplane charm is saying that your life is transforming. You are attracting this for yourself very quickly, more quickly than you realize. And I have two time charms for you, two time charms. So it's like, there's this like, it's almost there, it's almost there, and you're almost there, and everything is balancing out very quickly and beautifully for you guys. And um, this might also include like how you can achieve your financial independence. This can airplane can talk about, you traveling somewhere else from where you are currently, somewhere more natural, somewhere more close to nature. Or you might be somebody who has like a travel agency or something related to travel, if you want to create some business in something related to that. And yeah, I just want to confirm what these two charms are talking about with another charm. Let's see what this time charm is talking about. Let's confirm that. Yeah, this is a crazy idea, a divine idea. This is about following your whatever you are divinely guided to, whatever you're feeling inspired to, following your inspiration, because this is talking about divine timing. And whether you have already got this crazy idea, or you will very soon get it with the plane. I feel there's a very strong fast vibe going on. So yeah, I feel there is some more information about this time. Let me just get my deck of character chart. Okay, so let's see what this time charms are talking about. What other information wants to come out through these time charms? What are the time charms implying? Okay, so we have the dancing shoes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You got another time card. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this magical? It's so beautiful. And we got two shoes, like the two time charms, and we got a third time charm. So what this is clarifying is like tick tock, tick tock. The time, it's like the um time for dancing is coming very soon. And does this mean this is going to happen soon? I just want to confirm. Does this many time implies a long time? Does this imply it's going to happen very soon? Yeah. Oh my god. It is saying it's going to happen very soon, and you're going to be dancing. You're gonna need some dancing shoes to enjoy all this abundance for yourself. And it's going to happen very soon for you guys. So, pile 2, that was very beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys later. Welcome, pile number 3. Those of you who chose this color, it's like a slightly reddish brown, grayish red color. And what this says here is you may be holding on to some childhood emotions that need to be released, and you may be having this is not true for all of you, but because this card came out, I want to say that you guys may be having some bladder issues, maybe urine troubles, and you might want to get it tested. um, if you're having like some sort of pain, or you think something is off over there, because this is talking about there may be some trauma from childhood that has not been addressed fully, and that needs to be released by grieving, by evolving, by transcending. It needs to be faced. The truth has to be faced about the situation and worked through, so that you can become your happy, peaceful, full of life self. And you might already be working through it, but and so that might be a confirmation as well. But let's see what cards want to come out from the self-awareness deck. I've actually started working on the design that I want to give this, but let's see when I will finally be able to publish it. I hope it will be soon. So let's see what cards want to come out for pile number 3. What steps can pile 3 take to achieve financial independence? So the first card that came out for you guys is again a past wound. Can you simply heal from a wound by not giving? You can simply, sorry, that's a mistake on my part. You can simply heal from that wound by not giving it energy anymore. So what happens is most of the times we keep reliving our past because we are constantly thinking about it. And this is saying that by you constantly thinking about it, you're constantly reliving it. And by becoming conscious whenever you have this thought and, snapping out of it, choosing to focus on love and what makes you happy, you will be able to heal it by not giving it attention and energy, dwelling on it too much. Facing it is important, but dwelling on it is not. And oh my, so this is this reading is about financial independence. And here you got this card of prosperity in a new job, new career, or a side job. So this is something that you might be considering already, and this is a confirmation from the universe that yes, you are going to find that through a new career, maybe a complete change, or if not complete, a side job, something other than what you're currently doing is definitely going to add to your prosperity, something that makes you really happy and lights you up. And so this is again talking about this past wound, and this is confirming that their words and actions were not in alignment. They are consciously sorry for it now. So this is saying that whoever this person was who hurt you, childhood wound that you may be resolving at this time, They are saying that they consciously realize it now, that they um, could have acted differently in the past. They realize that they hurt you and they are very sorry for it. So, if this is something that you were hoping for, like if you were hoping for a closure from this person, you were expecting an apology, if that helps you in your healing, hearing how sorry they were, they are doing that through this reading. Their higher self is coming through this reading and apologizing to you that I am really sorry for what I did, uh, and I hope I can. Um, I hope I hope I can expect your forgiveness, and um, because they are very sorry, and this might not be very easy for you to start communicating with them, but for your own peace and happiness, um, you can forgive them. Like holding on to pain doesn't hurt anybody else but yourself. When we channel those thoughts, those painful thoughts, it hurts us, not anybody else. We may be wishing bad for somebody else, but it's only hurting us. So forgiveness is something we do for ourselves by choosing not to hold on to some past wound. And they are coming through apologizing as well. Now, these cards came out for you. Material power balanced. Yeah, so this is again confirming that this material prosperity you will find in whatever new job or career you are considering. And simplify life by cutting down activities that do not fulfill, and cutting cords with people who drain you, and rejuvenate by connecting with source. Now this is so beautiful, and this is like a sort of connecting energy between the two sides, and this is saying that as you cut yourself out from these painful wounds of the past and move into things that fulfill you, um, and you simplify your life by focusing your time and energy on things that make you really happy and make you really feel lighthearted, and it's like brings a spark in your eyes when you start focusing and doing giving time and energy and enjoying those activities. That's what is going to attract that financial independence and abundance for you, and that's so beautiful. Now, um yeah, I got these three cards, which are also tying well to this reading. So I will include it. So, boundaries. So this is talking about, whoever this person was, as I said earlier, detaching, cutting cords with people who they no longer serve you. And this is saying if a person has lost your faith, trust, and respect and needs your help, it is respecting yourself if you choose not to give and stay detached. So basically, this is saying that even if they are sorry for what they did, and if you don't feel like getting them back in your life, um, the universe is saying not to feel guilty about it. It is okay for you to detach and walk away to something else. You're not required to trust or respect or be involved with this person anymore. It's Don't feel guilty, don't feel responsible. Just forgive and move, focus on your own happiness. So this is talking about simplify card is talking about spending this time by yourself, healing this past wound, getting it out of your system, releasing it from your vibration by transcending it, by giving it back to the source with love. So this other day, this really beautiful insight came to me. Suddenly it struck me like, we are all holding this soul energy that we have. Without body, there's no like body without soul is basically a dead body, right? Like, and this is sounding very weird and not how I want to put it, but it's like like this body and the soul combined make us operate. Like we are living because we have this soul in us, and when we die the soul leaves the body. So And that soul, or that is what I'm trying to refer to, is something that is borrowed from the source, from light, from love. Source is unconditional love. And we are in our soul unconditional love. And when we want to transcend something, a situation, and we can only do it, like we can try to detach ourselves from it only by releasing it with love. You know how a good analogy of what I'm trying to explain here is like a library book. You can borrow that book and you have to give that back in the same proper condition. You cannot like scribble and tear pages and then return. They are going to ask you to buy another book for the library. Same way, you know, you can think of the source. If you want to return something back, you have to do it with unconditional love, otherwise it will stay with you. If you want to release something, you have to release it with unconditional love. And that's what it is saying. Taking this time by yourself to raise your vibration, heal, integrate, reflect, and release yourself of this so that you can move into your financial independence and abundance. And this is talking about clairvoyance. You can see the messages we send you as your third eye is awake. So you guys may be psychics, you guys may already have a very good clairvoyance where you see visions in your third eye, or clairvoyance can also mean like seeing signs and synchronicities in your daily life, you know, like seeing um, like 1111 on the clock, or 2222 on the clock, or seeing like billboards like showing you something that you were thinking of, or you know, like messages in the physical as well can mean clairvoyance. So the universe is saying that as this will come to you, your side job and career, the universe is going to ensure that you see it, you know it, and you will feel it in your heart because you are clairvoyant. And um, yeah, let's get some charms for you guys, pile 3. How can pile 3 achieve financial independence? Wow. That was a lot of charms. Let's see. Oh, these are some of the new charms I have made. Look at that. You got the coins in the financial independence charms. Let me just put them where everyone belongs. um, Ooh, we got the TV. Okay, so let me bring all the charms up close. So, you know, with these 3 charms, you know, this is talking about your relationship with somebody that gave you the wound. So this is like, you can consider yourself as the little girl in green. You might not be a female, but this is showing, you know, a relationship with somebody in authority, maybe somebody bigger than you. And this is talking the Flintstones charm. I don't know if you guys watched the cartoon Flintstones. I really enjoyed it as a child. And this is talking about, you know, somebody very traditional, somebody very rigid, somebody very unevolved, uncultured. So this person who gave this wound to you as a child, um, they were blocked. This charm is like the hearts with the cross on it, glasses. So this is saying they were emotionally blocked. They were suffering from them within themselves, and yeah, they were emotionally blocked. And they are sorry for it now, but at the time they were very rough and tough on you, and mm, it's very possible that because they were so blocked, when you're not so sensitive to your environment, you don't know how you're making the other person feel. You're so blinded and entrenched in your own pain and misery, and how everybody has how unjustly you have been treated. Like when you're in this complete victim energy, you are not perceptive to other people's pain and how you are reacting and affecting other people. So that is what the thing was, and that's a confirmation with this charm. And this shield came out for you with the boundaries card. So this is like a shield, and the universe is saying protect yourself from these energies, from these people who um, don't you don't respect. It is okay for you to walk away and detach. You will no longer attract these people once you have healthy boundaries, and when you have a good sense of self-worth, you will not place yourself in toxic situations, you'll not settle for toxic situations. And this scary charm is the charm of balanced masculine feminine energy, and this is talking about once you have reached, and this is like my most favorite charm, like the mermaid reaching the depths of the ocean. So this is like once you have touched the truth, the depth of your soul, the truth of your soul, and you have simplified and aligned yourself with what your soul purpose is, um, you are going to attract this financial independence for yourself. And this is talking about, you'll have enough. This is a hand holding coins, and this is a shirt, official shirt, like, office wear sort of. So this is talking about you being your own boss, sort of. You are the authority figure in your place, and you manage your own stuff. And this hand is giving away coins, so this is saying you'll have so much that you will be able to share it with people whom you feel like sharing. You'll have enough, more than enough for yourself. It will um, be a beautiful harmony and balance, and you'll always have enough for yourself and even for others. And this is actually very beautiful because these two are my manifestation series charms, if I want to call it that way. So this is basically, the fertilizer bags and the seeds. So when you want to start a farming business, you have to finally, you first have to um think, and then you have to buy, and then you have to shop, and then you have to plant, and then you have to protect, and then you have to harvest, and all of that. So this is talking about the stage of manifestation you are in. So this is talking about you choosing the right soil for yourself, right ingredients for yourself, which are in alignment with yourself. So choosing what fertilizer bags you need to plant, what seeds you want to plant, and this charm is actually like the soil and the plant in between, and these are the rods protecting the plant. I don't know if it's very clear. So this is like you have planted the seed with proper fertilizers, and now it's growing, and you have to protect it with the rail till it becomes mature enough to bear fruit. So it's not yet time to harvest yet, but you are working on it, and you are in this stage where you're protecting the plants that you have sowed, you're protecting the seeds that you have sown. And that's where you stand right now, your energy stand. And this television is talking about, seeing messages. So this is talking about, actually you might see something on your TV or your laptop or something that uh, is going to resonate with you as your message, or seeing it somewhere. So that's very beautiful how everything's tied so beautifully together. And I hope you found this reading helpful and enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys later.